I'm Father Frank DiCiano at Paulist Evangelization Ministries, and I'm here to offer a simple message on why we cannot stop sharing our faith today. Almost every Catholic I know is asked how they can reach out and invite others in the midst of the crisis in the church today. Accused not only of the most exploitive kinds of sexual abuse, but also of covering it up, can the church do anything else but crawl into a corner in shame? None of us can hide from this feeling. I can sense as I wear my collar a certain queasiness as others look at me. Is this guy one of those guys they seem to be implicitly asking? I'm convinced, however, that every era of Christianity has experienced its share of scandals and shame. Jesus himself warned that sin and offenses would inevitably happen, and he issued harsh statements about those who cause others to sin. These words of Jesus would be remembered by the early Christians because even in those days, Christians did scandalous and heinous things. This, however, did not stop the early Christians from proclaiming the good news, nor should our present situation stop us from announcing the gospel we have received, we have preserved, and we have celebrated for 20 centuries. Our gospel as Catholic Christians is more important now than ever. In a world that searches for big pictures, what bigger picture can we offer than this? We have come from absolute love, and we are called to return to absolute love. And Jesus is God's path to realize this. In a world that seems divided while searching for community, we Catholics offer a worldwide community centered on the pursuit of holiness and the serving of others. In a world that reinvents values with every commercial, we Catholics uphold values which endure forever. Indeed, we stand judged by these very values even as we proclaim them. In a world that asks how we are connected to each other, we proclaim the Spirit of Jesus as the very divine bond that holds us together. In a world that seeks the sacred, is there a more sacred space than the Mass when heaven and earth touch each other in Christ's banquet of love? Our gospel has to be bigger than our shame, particularly when that shame is caused by a handful of those who have betrayed our very values. What we have to offer people today has to transcend the flaws of those who, for whatever reason, violated their Christian values. The scandal of our church has to become a mirror by which all of society can see the pervasive extent of sexual abuse which runs through our cultures. We proclaim, as everyone does, our gospel in spite of our weakness and in spite of our sin. Whatever larger patterns of failure and shame prevail, it's in the smaller patterns of our connections with each other that the gospel thrives the most. It's in our personal daily witness, in our sharing with others, in our small gestures of inviting and welcoming that our gospel continues to spread from apostolic times even up to today. Jesus says to his doubting disciples, "Go and make disciples of all the nations." Do you think he doesn't say that to us as well today? God bless you.